Privyat Druzi, Wes O'Donnell, veteran of the U.S. Army and the U.S. Air Force, and global security analyst at Eyes Only on Substack. And I speak Russian because razumno izuchat protivnika. Today we're talking about a North Korean tank spotted on Ukraine's front lines. If there were any questions about how Russia's military partnership with North Korea would manifest in Ukraine, we're now starting to get those answers. A rare North Korean missile truck, as we used to call them, has been spotted in the wild along the front lines in Ukraine. Now, I analyzed the image provided by the Telegram channel KUPUA01, and it appears Russian forces are now using the North Korean Bulsai-4 long-range, self-propelled anti-tank missile system against Ukrainian troops. Based on the limited information we have available in U.S. intelligence, this missile system is presumably pretty advanced, capable of hitting targets over 10 kilometers away, but could be as far as 25 kilometers, even if they're out of the operator's line of sight. This is why we call the Bulsai-4 an NLOS ATGM or non-line-of-sight anti-tank guided missile. Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance spotted it in a specific frontline sector. Now, the secretive nature of the DPRK's military means the Bulsai-4 is still a bit of a mystery, since there's not much verified data on it. In fact, the Bulsai-4 was only first publicly revealed by North Korean state television as recently as June 2016, showing the missile system launched from an Mi-2 helicopter. Like Frank's Red Hot hot sauce, apparently they put that shit on everything. The spotted vehicle seems to feature a rotating assembly of 8 missile containers on a North Korean 6x6 wheeled armored personnel carrier, the M-2018. When the two systems, missile system and vehicle, are put together, it goes by the nomenclature Bulsai-4 M-2018. I know. The guided missile itself, equipped with large stabilizers, is designed to strike from above, hitting the thinner armor on the top of tanks. Compared to similar systems like the Israeli Spike-ER, the Bulsai-4 uses an electro-optical head and command guidance via a fiber optic cable, allowing the operator to manually steer the missile, navigate obstacles, and hit targets that aren't directly visible. North Korean state television has shown footage of the fiber-guided missiles sending real-time video back to the operator in the vehicle. If confirmed, this system's video guidance capability would ensure high accuracy, even at maximum range, and would allow retargeting if more critical threats pop up. Now, there's still a lot we don't know about the Bulsai-4. For instance, how many the DPRK has. We estimate that the number must be substantial, as a system like this falls well within the DPRK's military doctrine of massed artillery fires and missile fires. We also don't know how much of a punch the warhead packs. The DPRK acquired a number of AT-4 Spigot systems from the Soviet Union in the late 20th century. Then, the North reverse engineered the missile to create the Bulsai-4 missile payload. If they kept the same explosive payload from the Spigot, then the Bulsai-4 M-2018 would fire a garden variety high explosive anti-tank or HEAT warhead. This system, popping up in Ukraine, provides the West with a unique opportunity once Ukraine kills it, which is inevitable at some point. After all, Ukraine has displayed a special talent for wrecking Russian armor. If Ukraine can take the system intact, well, I'm salivating at the thought. The DPRK is so secretive that any information gained on these newer North Korean systems would be a windfall for Ukrainian and NATO intelligence. This system comes right after Bloomberg recently reported on July 26th the news showing North Korea's economic growth in 2023. Really a lot of growth, the first in several years, partly thanks to increased arms sales to Russia. North Korea's GDP rose by 3.1%, the largest jump since 2016, according to the Central Bank of South Korea. This growth is linked to the closer relationship between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin. But the bigger concern is, what is Kim Jong-un getting in return for his military assistance? Well, we know that Putin is providing the DPRK with assistance on ballistic missile technology, but what else is on the table? In May of this year, the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, confirmed North Korean missile debris was recovered in Kharkiv, on January 2nd, 2024, specifically the Hwasong-11 KN-23. This further shows the increasing cooperation between these two asshole nations, but the deployment of the Bulsai-4 system into the Ukrainian battle space is, in my opinion, just the start of North Korean technology in Ukraine. We will likely see many more instances in the remainder of 2024 of DPRK weapon systems used by Russian soldiers. And this raises one last interesting point. Are these systems operated by Russian soldiers or North Korean? North Korea has already sent engineer battalions to Ukraine to assist Russia in the Donbas, as I wrote about on Medium, link in the description. Is it beyond the realm of possibility that North Korean troops might be operating these North Korean vehicles? After all, Russian soldiers would need a significant block of instruction on Korean language, operations, and maintenance of these systems. What's more likely? That Russia would spare the troops to go off and be trained for 6 months in North Korea? Or that Kim Jong-un would just volunteer his own troops who are already in Ukraine to operate the systems? It could be North Korean troops on the ground in Ukraine training the Russian drivers. That's a possibility. But we might soon find out if Ukraine can disable, destroy, or capture a Bulsai-4 M-2018. To that, I say to Ukraine, good hunting, Druzi. Glory to Ukraine, glory to the heroes, Slava Ukraini.